Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining today's yoga session. My name is Jenny J, and today we're going to be doing yoga for detoxification. So, to help us out, we have Ariel here in studio, and tuning in, we have Carla from Zoom. If at any point you need options or modifications, we will be providing those. And for equipment today, you'll need your body, a mat, and maybe a block or a pillow or a water bottle to help support you through these poses. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start in our child's pose. So let's bring those knees nice and wide on the mat. Big toes touch. Walk those hands forward and place the forehead on the mat. Use this moment here to just connect to your breath, connect to your body, and allow yourself to slowly melt into the mat. Let's try to release any tension that you may have using our breath. So when you're ready, nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Again, inhale, expanding those lungs. Exhale, let it go. One more time, inhale through the nose. Audible exhale, let it go. Come back to your normal breath. Allow yourself to soften. Notice if you're carrying any tension in the palms of your hands and your shoulders, in between those eyebrows. Just take a nice quick body scan from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes. And if you're carrying any tension, let's send your breath there. When you're ready, we're going to press on up to an all fours position. So we're going to stack our shoulders on top of our wrists, hips on top of knees, nice flat back position. Eyes are gazing between the palms. We'll do a set of cat and cow. So when you're ready, you're going to inhale, eyes gaze forward, arch the spine, tailbone lifts up, and then on your exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, pelvis tucks under. Again, inhale and exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Find a neutral position. We're going to thread the needle, finding our first twist of the day. So when you're ready, you're going to inhale that right hand up to the sky. Eyes gaze up to the ceiling. And then on your exhale, you're going to weave that hand through underneath the other arm. Meaty part of the shoulder comes down, head rests on the mat, and allow for this easy twist in the spine. You can press into your left palm to find a deeper stretch, maybe eyes gaze up to the sky, but don't push it, just allow your body to move in its most natural way. And then when you're ready, you're going to press into that left palm. Inhale that right hand back up to the sky, finding your twist. And then exhale, reset. Good. Other side. Inhale, left palm lifts up. On your exhale, weave it through. Meaty part of the shoulder comes down. Allow that head to relax. And press into that right palm to look up to the sky. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed between both knees and hips. And then when you're ready, press into that left palm to pick yourself up. Inhale that left hand up to the sky. And exhale, bring it on down. Good. From here, we're going to pike our hips up, tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Since this is our first downward dog today, let's try to ease into it. So you can pedal those heels right and left if that feels good for you. Just stretching out those calves, hamstrings, getting all those kinks out of the way. And then when you're ready, you can find stillness. Allow those heels to press into the mat. Shoulders are backing down away from those ears, lifting that tailbone up to the sky. pressing that chest towards the thighs. From here, let's slowly walk our feet towards our wrists. We're gonna find a ragdoll pose. Feet are about shoulder distance apart. Let's bend those knees generously. And bring those hands to opposite elbows as you hang heavy. Weight is shifted towards the balls of the feet, and if it feels good, you can sway side to side, rock your head yes, shake your head no, allowing gravity to lengthen the spine. From here, we're slowly gonna bring those hands back towards the mat, and let's roll on up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Really take your time here. And then once you make your way to a standing position, let's make sure that we have really good posture. So let's allow those shoulders to come back and down. Proud chest, soft bend in those knees. Making sure that your pelvis is in a neutral position so we're not overarching, we're not tucking the pelvis too much. We're just finding that perfect happy medium. From here, we're gonna inhale those hands up to the sky. On your exhale, we're gonna find a twist in our thoracic spine. So the right hand is gonna shoot back, the left hand is gonna shoot forward. You're gonna keep your trunk or your hips square to the front of the mat as you twist your shoulders and chest towards the right. You wanna maintain that nice solid core, so press that belly button into your spine here, finding another deep twist. On your inhale, hands rise. On your exhale, find your twist to the other direction. Beautiful. From here, we inhale those hands back up to the sky. On your exhale, hands come to heart center. We're gonna fold it down. Hands come all the way down to the mat, finding that beautiful stretch in those hamstrings. Release the head down. From here, inhale those hands up to a half lift, so those hands can come to the shins or the tops of the knees. Your goal is to lengthen your spine here, so open up the chest, bring those shoulders back and down, crown of the head is shooting forward. From here, let's plant both hands to the mat. We're gonna step back into our first high plank of the day. If you need an option, you can drop down to the knees, which Ariel is showing us here. And then together, we're gonna go through our vinyasa. So we're gonna lower down to the bottom of a push-up. Elbows graze the rib cage. On your inhale, you're gonna lift your torso up, upward facing dog. And on your exhale, you're gonna tuck those toes and then come back into your downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. On your next inhale, eyes gaze forward. You can walk, step, or lightly jump to the front of your mat. On your inhale, find your half lift. On your exhale, fold it down. On your inhale, hands rise. On your exhale, find that thoracic spine twist. Heart reaches towards the right side of the room. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, find your deep twist to the left. Inhale, hands rise. And exhale, fold it down. Inhale, come into your half lift. And exhale, you can step or lightly jump it back and move through your vinyasa, high to low plank, inhaling to your upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, you're gonna lift your right leg up for a three-legged dog. Let's point those toes towards the mat, feeling that nice stretch along your hamstring. And then from here, you're gonna drive your right knee into your chest. Slowly place that foot down in between the hands. From here, inhale those hands to a crescent lunge. Now let's talk about this crescent lunge here. So we want to make sure that we're not overarching the spine. So I would have you, or I would challenge you or encourage you to bend that back knee to neutralize the pelvis. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. You're framing your face with your biceps. Eyes are looking forward. Stack the shoulders right on top of those hips. From here, you're gonna swoop your right hand down and back, finding that deep twist again, pressing your belly button to the spine. Eyes and shoulders are now looking towards the right side of the room. From here, we're gonna swivel into a warrior two. So you're gonna drop this back heel down at a 45-degree angle. Now your hands are shooting to the front and back of your mat. Eyes are gazing forward, bending deeply into this right knee, and then keeping that strength and stability in your back leg. Make sure that you're pressing your belly button to your spine and maybe sink a little bit deeper into your front leg. Beautiful. Now from here, we're gonna place our right forearm on top of our right thigh, finding a side angle pose. You can bring this hand up to the sky or maybe even reach forward to get a deeper stretch along your side body and your hips. Now instead of collapsing into your shoulder, make sure that you're really pressing out of that shoulder, because we don't want to be just kind of lazily doing this. We want to stay active. Now from here, we're gonna go into a reverse warrior. So you're gonna bring that right hand up to the sky. Left hand slowly comes down your thigh, little to no weight here. You wanna think about breathing into your right lung, finding that beautiful stretch. And then on your exhale, you're gonna bring those hands down towards the mat, framing the foot. Let's press that foot back into your high plank and move through your vinyasa, high to low plank. Inhaling to your upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, left leg high. Let's make sure that those toes are pointing down. From here, you're gonna drive that left knee into the chest. Slowly plant that foot in between your hands. Come into a soft bend in that back knee as you inhale up to your crescent lunge. So take a moment here to find your balance. If you notice that you're kind of wobbly, let's make sure that we have a wide base of support so you can bring that back foot a little bit towards the edge of the mat. Make sure those shoulders are down, relax, breathe. Now from here, let's find that deep twist. You're gonna swoop that left hand down and back as you shift your chest and your shoulders towards the left side of the room. From here, we're going to swivel into our warrior two. So let's open up our body. We drop the back heel down, and let's talk about proper alignment. So make sure that this front heel is in line with the back arch of your back foot. Energy's reaching through both fingers. Shoulders are down and away. You're not leaning forward, you're not leaning back, you're just right in the middle of both of those legs. From here, we're gonna come into our side angle pose, place that left forearm on top of your thigh, reach that hand up to the sky, or if you took that deeper twist, or a deeper stretch rather, you're gonna reach that hand up and over. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna go into our reverse warrior, keeping that depth in your front leg as you lift that left hand up to the sky, breathing into your left lung. Beautiful. From here, let's bring those hands down towards the front of the mat, step the foot back, and move through your vinyasa. High to low plank. Inhale to your upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here, inhale, exhale, let it go. One more time, inhale, exhale, let it go. When you're ready, eyes gaze forward. Let's creepy crawl our feet towards the front of the mat. On your inhale, you're gonna come into a half lift. On your exhale, hands come down. Let's bend the knees deeply and come into a chair pose. So we're gonna bring those hands to heart center. I want you to think about bringing those hips back and down as if you are sitting in an imaginary chair. Take a quick peek and make sure that you can see all 10 toes. If you cannot see your toes, let's shift those knees back. Shoulders are back and down. Open up that chest. Feel those legs start to activate. All right, coming into more deep twists. So when you're ready, on your inhale, you're going to inhale, breathe. On your exhale, you're gonna bring your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. You're gonna use this elbow to find a twist in your thoracic spine. Eyes are gazing to the side. And if you need a little bit extra balance and support, you can also look down towards the floor. That might help. From here, let's bring our eyes to the front of the mat. We're going to lift our left foot off the floor. We're gonna launch it back and come into a crescent lunge with a twist. Now option, let's drop that bottom knee down and then focus on the twist. But if you want a little bit more strength in those legs, you can lift that back knee off the floor. This is helping you to detoxify those organs, massaging everything in your digestion. Stay here for a few more breaths. And when you're ready, let's release the twist. Bring both hands down towards the floor, and let's stay here for a runner's lunge. So couple options. You can grab a few blocks like Ariel is doing. She's framing her ankle and allowing her to get as deep as she can with her range of motion. If you want a deeper stretch in your hip, you can also toe heel this right foot towards the edge of the mat and place both hands on the inside of your ankle. So do whatever works for you. This is your practice. Just focus on your breath. Allow yourself to just slowly ease into these stretches. If you decided to bring that foot towards the edge of your mat, let's bring it back in. We're gonna shift our weight towards our back leg and come into a half split. So you're gonna straighten this front leg. The toes are pointing towards the chest, feeling the stretch along your calf and your hamstring. Now, we wanna try to avoid this excessive arching of our upper back and our lower back. So again, blocks are super helpful, or pillows or water bottles, just something where you can kind of elevate yourself, and slowly, with time and repetition and consistency, we'll be able to increase our flexibility. Now from here, let's slowly bend into our right knee again. We're gonna pick our back leg up and come into a pyramid pose. So we're maybe about 3 or 4 feet away from our front foot to our back foot. We're allowing our lower belly to rest onto this knee. So if you want to bend this front knee to get your body or your upper body as close as you can to your thigh, you're more than welcome to do that. You can also pick yourself up by putting 2 blocks where your hands would go. You should feel a nice deep stretch along your hamstrings. Your back toes are pointing 45 degrees out, and you're allowing your head to rest down and relax. Now from here, we're gonna go into a pyramid with a twist. So I'm gonna grab my block. I'm gonna place it at the highest level here. I'm gonna place my hand at the top, and then from here, I'm going to inhale my right hand up to the sky, finding a pyramid with a twist. This is definitely one of the most advanced poses in yoga. So if you can't do that just yet, you're more than welcome to stay in your pyramid pose and just hold that. Make sure that you're really pressing that belly button to the spine. And then from here, let's slowly release that hand down towards the floor. You can bring that block to the side. And then let's go back into our lunge. You're gonna step that right foot back into your high plank and move through your vinyasa. Let's wipe that slate clean. Come into your chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. When you're ready, we're gonna do the other side. So on your inhale, eyes gaze forward. You can walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, come into your half lift. Exhale, bend those knees, come into your chair pose. So sinking into those hips, finding a deep chair. So whatever you did last time, let's try to deepen this pose by driving those hips a little bit closer towards the floor. Weight is shifted into your heels. Lengthen the spine, make sure that the back of the neck is nice and long. Now from here, we're gonna find our deep twist in this chair position. So inhale, lengthen the spine. On your exhale, you're gonna place the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Use that elbow to find a deep twist in your thoracic spine. Make sure that you're elongating your breath. From here, eyes slowly gaze towards the mat. You're going to lift your right foot off the floor, launch it back, and come into your crescent lunge with a twist. If you took that option, drop that back knee down and just focus on the twist here. You will definitely feel the strength in those legs, your booty, your quads firing up here. Hold it for a few more seconds. You got this. And then from here, slowly release those hands. Let's bring ourselves into a runner's lunge. Awesome job. Hopefully that's a nice relief. If you decided to use those blocks, please go ahead and do it. I'm gonna toe heel my foot to the edge of the mat and find a deeper stretch in my runner's lunge. This is such a great move to do if you are a runner or you just have really tight hips. If you're sitting at a desk all day, really important to stretch these hip flexors out. It's gonna make sure that you prevent injury and make sure that you age gracefully. So very important that we take care of our body. Now from here, toe heel that foot to the center of your mat, and then we'll shift back into our half split, where we straighten that left leg. You're pointing those toes towards the nose. You're opening up that chest, trying your best to keep your posture nice and long here. And just breathe through this. Notice if your breath has become very short and choppy. If you can elongate that breath, you're gonna be able to get a little bit deeper into the pose. From here, we're gonna bend into our left knee. Let's come into our pyramid stretch. So you're gonna pick your back foot up, point those toes about 45 degrees out to the side. Bend this front knee as much as you need to so that you can rest your stomach on your thighs. And again, if you need those blocks, please use them. You wanna work with your body. Now we're gonna find our pyramid with a twist. So I'm gonna grab my block. I'm gonna place it on the inside of my foot at the highest level, placing my right hand on the block, and then I'm gonna extend my left hand up, finding that pyramid. Squeezing that core nice and tight. Detoxifying the body, massaging those organs. Few more breaths. And let's slowly release it down. Awesome job. Place that block to the side. Come back into your lunge. We'll step that foot back and make our way into our vinyasa. High to low plank. Inhale to your upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a moment to drop down to our knees, child's pose. Sink those hips back. forehead to the mat. Reconnect to your breath, reconnect to your body. When you're ready, we're gonna slowly pick ourselves up. We're gonna swivel our feet forward, come into a few stretches, a few more twists, and then we will call it a day. So let's extend those feet forward. We're gonna tuck our right foot into the inside of our inner thigh here. The knee is nice and flat to the side. Make sure that your shoulders are squaring directly towards the big toe. On your inhale, hands rise. On your exhale, you're gonna fold forward. Hands can either come to your thigh, your calf, your ankle, or maybe wrap your entire hands around your foot. You should feel a nice stretch along your hamstrings, maybe even your hips, your low back. Allow this moment to just settle in, connect to your body. When you're ready, let's slowly come back up. We're gonna find a seated twist. So you're gonna bring this right foot on the outside of your left thigh. We're gonna set up nice and tall. You're gonna inhale this left hand up to the sky. And on your exhale, you're gonna cross this left elbow on top of the knee. Find a deep twist. Eyes gaze back behind you. Right hand is just placed on the mat, right behind your hip. Let's slowly return back to center and extend those legs long. You can shake it out if you'd like. Beautiful job. From here, let's go to the other side. So we're going to bring this left foot on the inside of our right thigh. You're going to square off the shoulder blades towards the big toe. Inhale, hands rise. On your exhale, fold it down. Now you might notice that you might be more flexible on one side than the other, and that's totally okay. The goal here is to eventually find balance between both sides. From here, let's slowly release. We're gonna cross this left foot over the right thigh. Left hand comes back behind us as we inhale the right hand up. On your exhale, elbow comes to knee, finding your twist. Good, let's slowly release it down. Let's shake it out here, extend those legs. And we're gonna come into a nice, easy seated position. Let's crisscross those legs here. Let's take a moment to just breathe. So I want you to sit up nice and tall. Those eyes can close. Stack the shoulders on top of those hips, and those palms can either face down or up. Take a nice big deep breath through the nose. Exhale, let it go. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Amazing job today. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jenny J, and we will see you next time.